by the way, coming up here on the show, so stick around for that. I got to talk a little dating with Meaghan because I found out that Meaghan is I heard you and KP. I overheard you guys, if you don't mind me bringing this up, talking about being on, was it Hinge, Meaghan? Dating with Meaghan because I found out that Meaghan is I heard you and KP. I overheard you guys, if you don't mind me bringing this up, talking about being on, was it Hinge, Meaghan?
Talk about gossipers.
Yeah.
He'd be gossiping. He'd be like, I heard this, so I'm going to tell the world.
Did you ever reach out to that girl on Hinge that I thought was so cute for you?
I did.
Nothing happened.
I hate Hinge. Dude, I hate online dating so much it's not even funny because there's one of two things. And I know Mojo wants me to talk about the second thing. The first thing that's super pissing me off lately is nobody wants to have a conversation. They like a photo and then go, you want to meet up for this? Like tonight? And I'm like, I don't even know you. Could you at least like tell me a funny joke or something and see if I like your personality? Like, I'm sorry. I don't want to waste my time if I freaking hate you. Like, no, absolutely
Are girls
not.
the same way?
I find girls just don't interact on Hinge as much as the dudes do. Like, they're on there, but they're not like engaged as much, which is super annoying. But with these dudes specifically, like, take the chatting part out of it and just wanting to go on dates, because I guess that's better than not getting asked on dates at all. I'm always shocked at how little people are providing on their dating profiles. Because if we're being honest, the number one way to find a date right now, and really has become the norm, is online dating. Mm-hmm. And the only things that dudes provide as any substance is their job. Like, it's their whole identity. And it's becoming the, like, lamest thing when it comes to online dating. Like, specifically in the last 48 hours, one dude had a profile where every single picture was either him in his firefighter uniform or at the firehouse. There was none with friends, family, doing any outside activities. They were all firefighting pictures. I got it, buddy. You're a firefighter. And the other guy works for the Lions organization, which is very cool. I mean, both of these jobs are cool. I get why you would want to advertise them. But every single one of his photos was at Ford Field, like, holding a piece of equipment. Like,
give me something else.
I got it, my guy. I think it's cool.
I got to be honest. You picked two examples that are horrible examples, because if I was a firefighter, I would be saving a woman from a fire, carrying her out of the fire, or with my big old, what is the outfit that they wear? The little firefighter's outfit?
The uniform?
The uniform, but, like with the big old helmet on and stuff. Or I would be hanging out with Hutch. You know what I mean? Like, that would be my way to try to get girls interested.
Specifically with a firefighter, he had a great photo. It was him in the uniform with a fire truck holding a kitten. Like, he had saved a cat, right?
Oh, this guy's genius.
Hysterical. That's a great photo. I don't need 5 other firefighter pictures. Like, you had a good one.
All right, so then here's what I want to do. I want to ask a question. 844-MOJO-LIVE, 844-665-6548. To prove Meaghan's point, what was their profile picture of them with? And then we got to see if we can guess what their occupation is. I want to do that. Because I always feel like the guys that do this have good occupations, cool occupations.
Well, I'll give you a kind of another. I just feel like guys have one personality trait, and it's the only thing they go with.
Yeah.
Maybe I shouldn't have said job. Maybe it's just one personality trait. Because then there's also the guys that only take gym pics, and that's the only thing on their profiles.
Yeah.
Buddy, I get it.
Diversify.
Cool.
Are they gym pics of their, like, selfie pics of them on a piece of equipment, or lifting or curling or something like that?
It's always in the specific gym's locker room, which you're not supposed to take photos in, holding up your shirt, flexing your abs.
Oh my God, if you're holding up your shirt in a photo.
Immediate swipe to no.
All of that.
If they're showing any shirtless photos, like if you're not at the beach and you're showing a shirtless photo, I immediately swipe no on you.
Or if the only thing you work out is your biceps and then you're fully clothed, but you're flexing your biceps very hard to show how big they are.
I talk to girls that say that they don't want shirtless photos at all. Like, they think that's kind of a douchey look. Would you guys like shirtless guys on their photos?
No. To be frank.
Yeah. 844-MOJO-LIVE. What's up? Ashley? Hi, Ashley. It's Mojo in the Morning. Do you relate to what Meaghan's talking about this morning?
Yes, I do. So, first time caller, long time listener.
Hey, Ashley on the phone.
So what Meaghan was saying, how they're like, they want to meet up right away. Well, I was talking to this girl for like 5 minutes, and she automatically was like, "Oh, I want you to be mine." Like, it was so weird.
Really? Like she was like trying to take ownership of you right away. She wanted you bad right away.
Yeah, and she lived in Minnesota, and she's like, "Yeah, like, let's meet up right away."
Would she have come here, or was she trying to get you to go there?
I don't know. I deleted it right away.
Yeah. That. By the way, I think as a guy that doesn't do dating apps, I think that's just what it is. Like, everybody wants instant. It's kind of like when I'm door dashing, I want to know that my meal is going to be there within 30 minutes. I figure that's what Hinge is like too.
It's so bad.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. What's up, Brittany? How you doing?
Good. How are you guys this morning?
We're doing good. I think Meaghan should choose the guy who works for the Lions so we get some tickets. But go ahead. What were you going to say?
One for the team.
Yeah.
I agree. I don't know. The firefighter might have turned me on. I might have swiped on that one.
Yeah.
But I'm so sick of the fish pictures. Like, I can't handle these guys holding up their big basses. Like, are we trying to impress other dudes, or are we trying to impress the girls? Because I could care less what kind of fish you just caught.
Yeah.
That is such a valid point.
No, see, here's the thing. I disagree. I used to agree with you. It used to drive me nuts because it felt like it was the only thing dudes were posting. But at this point, I'm like, he has a hobby. How nice. We're diversifying the profile.
Okay, can I just say, though, to her point about posting things for the guys, I almost feel like, because I see the same prompt all the time, your typical Sunday, and they always answer football with the boys. And it's like, are you trying to find a boyfriend or a girlfriend?
Oh.
Because as much as I love football, I don't know, it just feels like very not tailored to like what you want to do.
I'm so glad you said that, because the number one thing that I've started to notice now is in all of the writing prompts, it's all about themselves.
Yeah.
It's always, I'm looking for a woman who will treat me like
Yes.
this. I'm looking for a woman that will do this for me. And I'm like, can we?
So
what?
If a guy changed that around and says, "This is what I would like to do for you," you'd be interested in that.
Just for the diversity of conversation, you will get matches, dude.
I think the football thing, or when the guys do that thing, is they're trying to show they're men. You know what I mean? Like, I think that's kind of, and the same with being with with fish or on a boat or something. What's up, Crystal? How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. What is it that you hate?
The gym pics, nonstop gym pics, and then they're like, or their shirts are off. I mean, or there was a couple of the guys, they're like laying in bed, just their head on their pillow, trying to look all sexy. I'm like, that's really creepy.
That is kind of weird. And why are you taking a picture of yourself? You're supposed to be tired, sleeping, right?
Those ones always blow my mind.
It's crazy. What's up, John? How you doing?
How you doing?
We haven't called you out, have we? Are you on any of the dating apps?
No, I was commenting on the dating thing. It's like guys don't get a chance to be a guy. One minute it's like, hey, why don't you say what you want? And then if you say, hey, I want to go out on a date, and then if you don't say it fast enough, then it's like, oh, he's taking too long to say he want to go out on a date. It's like a double-edged sword.
So you're saying you can't win. And I get it. That's called relationships with women. You can't win, guys.
You can't. Also, it's like the picture you just said, right? If the guys take a picture of their body, what's the difference between that and women taking all these pictures from the back showing their butt?
That's
see,
true.
but I'm not a big fan of those either. Like, I will give you that, and I don't think it's fair. I think you're right when it comes to dating, but I think it goes both ways.
Yeah.
But that's the whole point of these online dating things is, this is very clearly just my opinion, and I'm sure there's lots of women out there who disagree with me and are very into that because going to the gym 8 million times a week is their thing too. I totally get that. But that's where we're matching and you're swiping and you just got to find that person, you know?
Jen, what's up?
Hi. Guys who just have like 16 pictures of their trucks, or if they have,
Yes.
or if their profile says, "I'm looking for a long-term relationship, but I'm looking for something casual." It's like, pick one.
Yeah, wait. Make up your mind.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
How deep into their profile are you guys seeing this? Is it right up front for you, or do you have to like deep dive? Because I'm not on Hinge or any of these.
So For that one, it's Facebook dating. It'll
Okay.
literally say it at the top, looking for something casual or long term, and it'll say it in the same line.
That's a guy that obviously
That's
is
dumb.
kind of a dummy.
But I mean,
Yeah.
what do y'all want? Like, I'm sitting here quiet. I'm listening. It doesn't sound like y'all know what y'all want.
No, I
like
know
you,
exactly
you
what
don't
I
want a guy to talk about or show his job. You don't want a
No,
guy to show
not
that
what
he
I
goes to the
said.
gym. You don't want a
No,
guy to
it's
post bass
not
fishing.
what I said.
I can't post my car. I can't post me laying down in the bed
You
on the
can
pillow.
post your
All of
car.
these things people
You can-
hate.
Not what I
what am I
said.
supposed to do?
You can post your car, but like 1 or 2 pictures is fine.
Right.
But if it's like, okay, picture of your face, car, picture of your face, fish, picture of your face, car again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Kevin brings up a really good point, is that there's a lot of negative. What's the positive? Where do you guys want it to be? I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get a bunch of money out of my ATM and flash a
Oh
bunch
my
of
God.
Yeah,
a bunch of
they
cash.
They do that too.
Huh?
They do
Hysterical.
that too.
That's what
Yeah,
we're
they
going
hold
to
it
do.
up like a big fan.
I got money for a date. Who wants to go? Or for my case, it'll be gift cards. What's up, Sarah?
Good morning. What drives me up the wall is when people only post group pictures. And There's like
Yes.
6 of them in there. It's like, who are we going out with? Like the whole group?
I
Or-
can't
If
show
it-
my friends.
If it takes more than if it takes
Well-
more than 3 seconds to identify you in the photo,
I get it.
nope. I don't know which one.
What
you
about a
are.
mugshot? If a guy has
Oh
a
my God, I
mugshot,
would
are you
love
okay with
that.
that?
Genuinely, I would love
I'm
that.
calling you.
Bax, what's up? It's Mojo in the morning. We're talking about what Meaghan and all the girls here want on guys' dating profiles.
So, if you're looking for something serious and you put the eggplant emoji and the eye emojis, like, I'm sorry, but I don't take you seriously. I'm not seeing that as a serious thing.
Yeah.
I'm seeing that as like a, hey, I want a night with you kind of thing.
I want that guy to call us up because I want to know how many of those guys actually get girls that hit on them. Like, do guys actually
I'm
get?
also curious about that.
Do they get swiped right on that? Because I just can't imagine that. Maybe they do for just the laugh.
That's Baby Leg J.
Yeah, that's right. That is. Actually, if I was him, I would put his baby leg right in the picture. Sarah or Felicia, this is actually the one that I think is the most interesting. When guys do what on their dating profile picture that it drives you crazy?
When all of their pictures are so heavenly filtered that I can't even tell really what they look like. Now, I'm not going to lie. I have one picture on my dating profile that is filtered, but the rest have no filter. Isn't that more of a women's thing to do? Is
I
to have
agree.
pictures with a bunch of filters? I mean, it's ridiculous. So
That's
I don't,
real weird for
I don't
dudes.
even match with them, or I just swipe left. I'm not trying to, no.
Yeah.
I came across a girl's profile who only had Snapchat filter photos, and I was like, "Girl, who are you? Take the mask off."
By the way, which would you date? I'm still in awe of this. The firefighter or the Lions guy? Which one would you date?
Well, my son is a football player, so I'd probably go for the Lions guy.
Absolutely. I'm like, man, I'm taking that guy out on a date. Know this, you'll have your Sundays free. So you'll know exactly what to do. All right. Well, thank you. Thank you for the call.
WKQI Detroit. WSNX Muskegon Grand Rapids. WVKS Toledo. This is Mojo in the Morning.
Oh, Mojo, he's amazing.
Live. Mojo. 30. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ignition sequence start.
Let me take y'all back to the beginning.
This is it.
All right, you ready?
You're listening to Mojo in the Morning.
You're a doo-doo head.
Let's go.
All right, it is Mojo in the Morning Show. Good to have you guys here with us. We're uninterrupted, commercial free. Make sure that you're listening tomorrow for the War of the Roses. That's happening tomorrow, 7 and 9 o'clock. This morning, we've got second date update coming up in like 20 minutes from now. Why you're not getting a call back. And then 5 lies to tell your mom was great this morning. If you want to hear it, you can actually check it out already on our podcast or be listening in less than an hour and 10. Okay, so we'll have it for you about an hour or so. Coming up this hour, topic-wise on the show, she thinks I'm hot when I blank. And then I want to tell this story. This topic that I'm going to bring up in like less than 10 minutes is a crazy story. Imagine that you're a divorced dad and you've got an older son and you happen to go on a date wait till you hear who the divorced dad went on a date with that relates to the son. That story's on the way. And the most opposite partners ever. Shannon knows them, and she'll call them out this morning here on the show. Mojo in the morning show. Kevin, I got to tell you this. When you do the Friday remix, you turn me on, buddy.
No, so that'll be the last time we do it.
There's something about it. You look hot when you're doing it. The topic this morning, she thinks I'm hot when blank. I want to know if there are any guys listening to the show whose girls or a girl, whoever it may be, thinks you're hot when you do something kind of interesting, because listen to what Kevin's is.
Yeah. So Sherelle thought it was, I guess, hot, to use your word, when I was disciplining Josiah. So this is a couple of days ago. Josiah came in the room, and he was doing his little virtual stuff. Thank God that's over. And because you're so close to him, he can just get up and come ask you a question whenever he wants, even though when you go to normal school, that's not the way it's going to work. Like, you got to go do your work. You can't just get up for whatever reason. So he comes in the room where I'm laying down kind of watching television, and it's one of those moments where he doesn't want anything pertinent. It's just to kind of be there with me.
He's trying to get you to get him to not have to do schoolwork, probably, right?
Yeah. So I'm like, Josiah, enough. Like, go to your room, like that kind of thing. He's like, okay. Because at that point, he realizes I'm serious, and now it's not the moment. So he turns around, he goes to his room. And then walks Sherelle, and she's like, maybe you could discipline me like that a little later.
Oh, hey.
Come on.
I'm telling you, this is what happened. So based on how I reprimanded Josiah and the tone that I used, it turned her on, which I
Really?
thought was kind of a little weird.
Really?
Are you going to become a dictator in your home now?
I'm gonna just walk around like...
Just yelling and throwing down rules like you like that, baby.
Shut the door. Why are these lights on?
I wonder how many women get turned on when they see their guy parenting, because that's an interesting turn on. To think about this, I've had Chelsea in past say to me that when she sees me being a good dad, like doing stuff with you know, my kids, that she goes, it is just so hot when
I
you're doing
agree
it.
with that times a million. But the reprimanding part, like Wes actually scares the crap out of me.
Oh, really?
He's reprimanding. He doesn't really do it to my kids, but his kids, he's very tough on.
Yeah.
And I, like, last night was one of those nights I was like,
no, it does
not turn me on. It actually
like,
scares the crap out of of me.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
Interesting. So, Kevin, did you put Sherelle in a timeout then?
Like earlier, they talked about dash cams. We used the body cams.
Did you? By the way, that would actually be so funny, wouldn't it? If all of a sudden it's like you need to go to your room and and your kids are listening to this thing going, what in the world is happening here? 844 Mojo Live, 844-665-6548. What is it that makes your significant other look hot? What is it that they do? And are there any other moms that are listening that when their guy does a little disciplining or does parenting, it turns you on? Because I have heard that from a lot of people, where I've heard a lot of women that for some reason love when they see their dad in their life doing stuff like that. Who was it that was telling me that they love, or their kid, they coach their kids and they get turned on when they see their spouse coaching their kids. Somebody that was a friend or whatever that told me that. And it was interesting because I remember that Chelsea actually said that to me. Oh, it was, I think it was Ryan Kessler. Andrea Kessler was telling me that she loves watching her husband, former NHL superstar Ryan, coaching their son. And I said to Chelsea, Chelsea, did you like when I coached Luke in basketball? She goes, everything until you got a technical foul from the referee.
I will say the whistle around the neck and the stopwatch
You like
in
it?
the hand is.
Yeah, because Wes is a coach.
I love that.
Love a good whistle.
Make you run laps.
Whistle.
No, please don't do that. I just like the whistle.
What's up, Tony? How you doing?
Good. How are you guys?
Fantastic, Tony. Welcome to Mojo in the Morning. How are you?
Good. I think a lot of women might agree that when your man is doing dishes, it's hot.
You know, that for some could be a little foreplay, couldn't it? When you're seeing him cleaning up after a night of dinner, right?
Could be. As long as I don't have to clean it, I'm good.
That is really interesting. Women are very interesting creatures because you guys do like the simplest of things. You know, how about when he's mowing the lawn or taking care of stuff like that?
I prefer to do outside stuff so he can have all those dishes.
Oh, okay. All
That's
right.
that Carrie Perry treatment.
What's up, Shauna?
Hi, good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Good. I love it when I see my husband hold babies. Anytime that he cares for a baby.
Oh, good one.
Yes.
I love it. Our boys are 14 and 20, and we are done having kids, but when he holds a baby, it makes me crazy. Just that tenderness of loving something small is so beautiful.
Yeah.
And seeing that little teeny baby. Yeah.
You know what's interesting? Between Shauna and our first caller, these wouldn't quote unquote be recognized as manly actions.
Right.
Washing the dishes,
Okay,
holding
can
the
I say
baby,
something
but
real
it's
quick?
turning girls on.
I was literally thinking this. In my opinion, if I see a man doing something that's quote unquote feminine, it actually looks to me very, very masculine. Because if you aren't doing the chore, it makes me think that you can't do it, and it makes me feel like you need me. And so I don't think you're a man if you need me.
Right.
And if you have like routine, if you are disciplined, and you do that without being told, that is so hot.
It just screams you're secure in yourself.
And you're intelligent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember Chelsea and one of her friends thought that a dad that walked into the restaurant with his diaper bag and the baby in hand, and it was that just was so hot. And it was a young dad. What's going on, Mike? Hi.
Hey, how you doing?
Good, buddy. What's going on? What is it that you do that kind of turns your significant on?
Well, it's not me. It's kind of like my wife that turns me on. We're in a bowling league, and she's not very good. But, man, when she gets that strike, it turns me to hell on.
Does she do a little dance back to where y'all are sitting from the lanes?
She don't like all that attention. She just comes back and just, those big old eyes and look at me, but she don't like the attention. But, man, when she gets those strikes, I tell you, man.
Yeah, that's good. Omar, what's
Yo,
up?
yo.
How you, bud?
What up?
What's
Good,
going
how you
on?
doing?
We're good, man. It's Mojo in the morning.
Long time listener. Yeah. But no, the other day I was putting together this closet in the room, and my girl comes in the room and she's like, "Oh, what's up? You know what's sexy right now?" And I was like, "What?" And she's like, "You putting that closet together." And then she tells me like, "Oh, are you sure you're doing it right?" And I was like, "Let me milk this cow. I got this." And she's like, "Oh, you can milk me later."
Oh my God! Oh jeez! Oh, my God. Yeah, I guess when you do see your guy building something kind of turns you on. What's up, Meaghan? Hi.
Hi, how are you?
We're good. What's going on?
I think it's hot when my man comes home with dirty hands.
Really?
From working. Yes.
What does he do for a living?
He does construction.
So Meaghan says dirty hands. Shannon, you don't like a guy with dirty hands, huh?
No, like I want to know that you washed your hands.
Yeah.
That's not what I mean. Calluses and knowing that a man is out there working.
So rough. So you got to say rough hands, because dirty hands to me is like dirt and grime under the fingernails and like.
But still though,
sweaty. I don't like that.
a guy with working hands. I mean, he's going to clean them before he touches you. I think, right?
Of course, yeah, and just the calluses and knowing that those hands are providing for our family is hot to me.
Yeah, that's boy. Chelsea ain't getting that in my house. these are hands that touch a radio control board.
Yeah,
I don't get calluses off of that.
She wants a good blister.
By the way, I wonder. I sit there and I think to myself sometimes when we're talking about all these things. I wonder how many of these things that guys are going to be listening to today trying because they're hearing girls do it.
Go paint your nails.
Right. What's up, Sarah?
I think men playing with dogs is the sexiest thing ever.
Really? So seeing a guy just hanging out with his dog, but it's got to be a big dog, right? Not little puppies.
No, any dog, but it's got to be his best friend. He's got to really love it.
I like. I mean, listen. Here I am. Here's what turns me on when I see a guy. When I see a guy like in a park with a big dog, like and it's like the dog comes up and like barrels the guy down, and they have like fun with him, and he takes it off the big old leash. I sit there and I go, Man, that's a man. Because I'd be the guy chasing after the dog. I'd be like, Henry, get over here, Henry.
You'd be surprised about the dog size thing. My brother
Really?
gets a lot of action with the tiny dog.
With Coraline?
A lot of
Even
action.
smaller, I would say, right?
Yeah.
I feel like girls like the little Pomeranians.
People don't look at your brother with Coraline and wonder if he's gay with Coraline or no.
Okay.
No, it doesn't. Because people look at me with Henry and Louie, and I'm walking down the street, and they instantly look at me and they look like, oh, look at this guy with his puppies.
Well, that's probably when you were pushing them in that dang stroller.
Okay, fair.
That I can see.
Michelle,
Good morning.
hi.
How are you guys?
We're doing fantastic. We're talking about things that your guy does that makes him look hot.
So he is definitely not like a house cleaning kind of person or cook or anything. And I was out and about and I came home and he had all the dishes done. He had dinner picked up. He even put some laundry away, and that is definitely not him. So I was like in shock when I got home. I was like, oh my God, where's my boyfriend? But definitely got the gold star treatment.
That's So he made sure that when you came home, you had nothing that you needed to do. That is honestly
Exactly.
That if I called my wife up, she would honestly fall in love with your boyfriend too. That would be amazing. Yeah.
That's a surefire way to get some.
I was shocked.
Yeah, that's cool. What's his name, by the way? Shout him out.
His name is John. You might have said the Mojo Live thing. He's the guy with the muscles. I'm Shelly.
Oh,
from,
my
5
gosh.
at 655.
That's right. Yeah. Remember Shelly who won the 5 at 655, and John was there. I met you at the entry of the theater. I remember that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Good looking man. What a smart guy. Vicky, hi. What is it that turns you on that your guy does?
When he splits wood with his axe, I can't even handle it.
Oh my God, are you serious? That's like
I'm
something
so
out of a
serious.
movie.
Y'all
Wow.
follow that dude on TikTok he cuts wood?
Yes.
Oh.
Have
Have you seen him?
No.
Shannon,
but that is so the lumberjack is totally your type.
No,
I say this all the time,
absolutely.
aesthetically and activity wise.
Yes.
Megan don't have no type, dog.
No,
Bad
I do.
bitch
No,
is the only one
she
likes.
does.
Jason Kelsey is my type.
I done heard cop today. I done heard
Jason Kelsey is my type.
lumberjack. I done heard mugshot.
Yeah.
It's so funny when people are like, your standards are too high. I'm like, he's looking for a chubby little dude with a beard. He's happy. He wants to tell jokes. I don't feel like that's a high standard, guys.
My favorite text out of all is the guy that says, when I watch my wife, which I'm doing right now, on her Zoom call for work, it turns me on. That turns you on? Like your wife is on a Zoom call for work, and that actually turns you on. But see, that's simple.
She might be the breadwinner.
Oh, wait,
That's-
this guy's hot.
that's it.
His whole account is just him chopping wood.
Yeah. All right.
See, this is why I don't get women. A second ago, don't have the guy doing one thing on his
Yeah.
social media.
The firefighter
the
was
whole
a bad
time.
look.
But if you chop wood, it's okay.
Kev, you're focusing on me just criticizing him. I said, I would like to learn more about you guys. Diversify. Give me more than one thing. Why are you focusing on that?
He's putting on deodorant in
Because
this
the guy that's chopping wood is only doing one thing, and you sit over there
That's
with your
true.
chair soaking.
Kevin does have kind of a point.
There's a variety of trees.
Always get voicemail. No return text. Find out why you're not getting your call back on a second date update at 8:20
on Mojo in the Morning.
All right, it is Mojo in the morning. So this is kind of an awkward story. So a guy that is a friend is mid-50s. He is divorced, and I'm not going to tell too much of his life other than this. He's now dating, and he's finding out that dating is very interesting. And I think, and I will say this, there is a complete double standard out there. Guys who are in their 40s and 50s get away with murder dating-wise, where I feel like women who get divorced in their 40s or 50s, you guys don't have it as good, especially from talking to some of the friends that Chelsea and I have. The guys can date pretty much anything. They can date people their age, or they can date way younger. Where the women, I feel like the guys that are their age aren't wanting to date them. They want to, they want to date younger.
Yes.
So the women are left with old dudes with wrinkly balls.
Yes.
So my buddy has been out dating a little bit and had an incident or a situation happen to him. I'm not gonna say incident because it sounds like it's like a Law and Order SVU crime scene or something. He went on a date with a girl and ended up taking her out to dinner. They met on Hinge or Bumble or something. And she was way younger than him. He's in his mid-50s. She is in her 20s. Ooh. Okay? Mm-hmm. He, after the date, said that, hey, do you want to go back to my place? She was, of course, more than willing to go back to her place or to his place. They go back to his place, and they ended up fooling around. The next morning, he's talking to her while they're laying in, and I'm going to keep this clean if you got kids there. They were just hanging out after cookie baking. He looked at her and started talking to her, and she revealed at that time that she knew his son, who is also in his mid-20s, because they went to high school together and actually dated for a little bit in high school.
Wait, so she knew that the whole time?
The whole time.
Even before the cookies went in the oven?
Even before, yes.
So that was like a turn on for her, obviously.
Or not a turn off, right? So, yeah. And he had no idea. So he literally ended up with a girl that his son was with and did not know what to do and has not said anything to the son about what happened. And I thought to myself, oh my God, because I'm like looking at this and picturing to myself, oh my God, I could not imagine that. Like, I have kids that are his kids' age, and I could not imagine that if, God forbid, and I say this, God forbid, I do not want to ever get divorced. I hope that Chelsea never divorces me, and I hope that, I don't ever get divorced. But if I was going out on a date and it just so happened that the girl said to me, I dated your son, or I knew your son from school, and I've got two that are that age. Oh my God. And I said to him, I go, well, this is the reason why you don't date a 20-something-year-old girl, because you have kids that age. You don't even know. People know each other, right?
Yeah.
I mean, everybody kind of knows. You kind of all are in the same area. We all live in Oakland County, for God's sakes. Who knows what happens? I played against your son's team or something.
Do you think it matters depending upon what you're interested in? Like, if you're dating this person looking for something quick and you just want to smash, does it really matter?
Well, he did smash, but I think it does, because wouldn't you feel dirty that you and your son both shared the same person?
I don't think I would feel dirty.
Yes. Are you out of your mind? Yeah, you would.
I don't think I would. Listen, if I'm 50 years old and I'm getting divorced, I'm probably on my F-boy streak. And obviously I can't curse, but I'm in the mindset of savage mode. Yeah. So I'm not out here leading with my heart. I'm leading with my second head.
I understand
and that one doesn't
part.
think.
I understand that part. But when it comes to you and your son potentially sharing the same girl, you're not going to tell me that you'd be like, yeah, no. Like, the age doesn't matter to me, but that little tidbit of information does.
No, it doesn't. Especially if he's no longer with her and he's done moved on to something like that.
You kidding.
We just got something else to talk about Thanksgiving.
I want you to think about this. I want you to think about this.
Greens ain't the only thing we done passed across the table.
I want you to think. I want you to think about sweet Josiah, and I want you to think 10 years from now or 20 years, who knows how many years from now, you think that you could ever look him in the eyes and say, "Your dad did this"? How would you feel your dad? I've met your dad. He's a good-looking guy.
Listen, great to shift it.
How would you feel if your dad was messing around with some girl that you grew up with?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Would you be disgusted?
But that's the thing. If I'm no longer affiliated or associated or in any situationship or entanglement with this young lady, then I wouldn't care.
But now she's showing up to Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Now that's a whole different thing.
And now your dad's telling stories about
But then he got to worry about me spinning the block.
And now you don't know who's better, you or dad.
Ooh.
We got to get this person. Lydia's called 616 a bunch of times. You got a 616. You got to answer. I totally dated a guy who was friends with my mom's second husband. I was 25. He was 50. We found out after we hooked up and stopped hanging out shortly after. I want to hear that. That's like almost the exact same story. That's crazy. 844-MOJO Live, 844-665-6548 is our telephone number. Kim, what's up? It's Mojo in the morning. I dated the dad that dated his son's girl. Are you there, Kim? Oh, we lost Kim. What was Kim's story about? What was she gonna say? We lost her.
I don't know, but we got that. Can I read the text?
Yeah, please.
Here, let me see. It says, "It would be a privilege and an honor to share the same woman with my son if she was old enough under the correct circumstances."
Of course.
What?
Dirty bastard.
You call in. Whoever you are, call in.
Jordan, what's up?
So, most important question.
Yes.
Who made the first move?
Between these two, it was honestly
Yeah,
he invited her back. He said he invited her back to his place. Obviously, she knew what the intentions were when they got back there. He said it was game on from the moment that they got back there. They had drinks and then they right away were going at it. And it wasn't until the morning though that after they got done that she told him the truth.
Okay, so he's innocent and she's clearly guilty.
Listen, he feels horrible about it. Like to him, it's not even like he's excited about the whole thing. This is one of his first times going out dating too after the divorce was final. You know? So I told Joe about it. I actually told my son Joe because Joe kind of knows, we know the family, and I told Joe about it, and Joe was like, my son Joe's a dirty mind, you know him. He does his radio show. He right away was like, "Oh my God, Dad, that would gross me out." Yeah, it would. Yeah.
I think he should take him to his grave.
Oh, I would never say a word. There's no way. Maria, what's up?
Hey.
Hey, what's going on? Good morning.
I have baked cookies with age gap brothers.
Oh, geez.
And they
Okay.
had no idea.
So multiple brothers, but they were, of course, of different ages?
Yes. So the oldest, I was 21 at the time. He was in his mid-30s.
Okay.
And the youngest was around my age. We were both in our 20s at the time. But there's 4 brothers altogether, and I've baked cookies with 3 of them.
Okay. Now, which one did you bake cookies with first, and then did the second one
The
approach you, and how did that
oldest.
work out?
Okay, so the oldest, we actually worked together. We baked cookies, and then we ended things, and out of spite, I went for the brothers.
Oh, she did it on
Both
purpose.
of them.
She did it on purpose.
Oh, you out of control.
Yeah. Where are you from?
Knowingly.
Are you a Trenton girl?
I'm from Clinton Township, actually.
Oh, okay. All right.
Save her number, lady. You might need to follow back.
What's up, Sierra? How you doing?
Hi, I am currently dating my ex's dad.
Oh my God.
And is your ex aware?
Yes.
And how does he or she feel about that?
In the beginning, I mean, it's been over a year now. It'll be almost 2 years.
Oh,
it was awkward in the beginning. But I mean, we kind of just sat down and talked it out, and it's all good. He's cool
Is
with
your ex close with their dad?
it. Yes.
So are you showing up to holidays?
Yes.
Honest question, okay? And I'm going to keep it clean for parents that have children and stuff. Who's got a bigger wiener?
Oh, the dad.
Oh, of course.
Did the son ask you that? Like, just out of curiosity.
Yes.
Did he really? Oh, my God.
And what did you say?
Did you lie?
I was honest.
Oh, you're mean. That is so mean. Well, thank you for the call. That's crazy. Brooke, you there?
Yes.
Hi, Brooke. Who did you date?
Hello.
Hi.
So I dated someone that was significantly older than me, and we went out on probably 4 or 5 dates, made out a little, and then one night we were just chatting, and I was kind of asking where he was from, digging a little deeper, and I asked if he happened to know this guy, and he said, yeah. Didn't his wife just pass away? And that was my mom.
Oh, no.
So, yeah.
So you dated, wait,
It was your stepdad's friend? Or your dad's
It
friend?
was my stepdad's friend, yeah. And I didn't know him, obviously, because they were from a different town.
Oh, jeez.
And so I asked, do you know so-and-so from this town? And he said, yeah. And he's like, I used to play basketball with him.
Oh, Lord.
Explaining him, and I was like, oh, my God, this is my worst nightmare, because I hated my mom's
second husband. So.
Oh my God, that's awful. Toya wants to make a comment on this. Toya, you don't think there's anything wrong with this?
No, because after a certain age, it doesn't count. They were in high school, and I mean, you like a kid. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's all good that she did. Now these other people that's calling, no, that's a different story.
Yeah.
But
So the guy that I know, his kids are long out of high school, and they knew each other in high school, and it's okay still that dad dated.
Yeah, tell him to keep going. Tell him to have a little fun time. All right.
So Toya's saying it's statute of limitations.
There's, I don't know. To me, there's no statute of limitations when you got to look your son in his eye and say, "Do you remember the girl that you took to homecoming?" Tim, what's going on?
Hi.
You already sound ashamed. Even as a first time, long time. I can hear it.
Tim, what's up?
Yeah. So when I was younger, I had a threesome with my really close friend and his brother.
Oh, okay. All right. And his brother and him together were with you.
Yeah.
That's like more than Eskimo brothers.
Yeah, that just is wrong.
So they didn't touch each other.
They did not touch each other. But that's weird.
Bed.
Yeah.
Yeah, something about like family members.
I can't even get my kids to play video games together without fighting.
But like, what kind of guy who would want to do it with family, even if
That's
you're not
weird.
interacting with each other? That's so weird.
Did they both approach you with the idea?
Okay, Meaghan, no. Let me tell you, I did not endorse it, but I wasn't going to stop it. So you know what?
Wow. That's amazing.
Did they come with? Did they come to get? Well, I mean, like to ask you.
How did it happen? No. But like, how does that happen?
So alcohol.
And you were just all three in the same place, same time.
Remember Four Loko? Do you remember Four Loko?
Four Loko. It was Four Loko.
Four Loko doesn't do that. Four Loko makes you punch people. It does not.
Hey, quick question: was it in their parents' house?
Yeah.
Oh my God! And where were the parents?
They were gone on vacation.
Oh my God! By the way, your voice did say it all.
Yeah.
Facebook.com/Mojo in the morning.
All right, we're going to do second date update right now here on the Mojo in the Morning Show.
It's the second date update on Mojo in the morning.
Why are you not getting a call back after you went on a date? We're going to find out right now. Artie is getting ghosted. Artie, what's happening? How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing good, man. How you doing?
We're doing okay. So, Artie, you guys met out at the bar, and then you guys went out together, and now you're getting ghosted?
Yeah, man. I mean, we didn't meet like at the bar. I mean, we met at Fifth Avenue.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So we met there. You know what I'm saying? This girl, she was, you know what I'm saying? We were making eye contact. You know, we was, you know, it was cool. You know, and you know, I got her a drink.
I got to dump that. And for those that are listening live, you obviously didn't hear any of the story. So Artie met out at, you know, hanging out, having drinks. And they were together, and that's where you left off. Okay, and so pick it up from there.
Yep. So like I said, we met there, got her a drink. She came over. You know, we're talking, we're making eye contact. We good, we vibing, and you know, she just I ain't hear nothing else from her.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
So you guys really didn't have a date other than you bought her a drink and you hung out with her, and now you're wondering what's going on.
Yeah, I mean,
so you got her number. You called her a couple of times. Did you text her a bunch too? And did she answer you back at all?
Yeah, no, she didn't answer me back. At first she was like, "Oh, I'm busy," and then she didn't get back to me.
Okay, well she did talk.
Hanging with Artie is like, I mean, you know, it's I'm the guy.
Hanging with Artie, and she doesn't want to have a party. It's Artie.
Right,
Artie
you know
now
what I
it's
mean?
Artie's one-man party. All right, so Artie.
Does art imitate life? You feel me? Like,
I feel you, Artie.
You know, yeah.
Artie, I kind of
You know what I
understand
mean?
why she's not calling you, but hold on a second, Artie.
What you mean you understand? All right.
We got her on the phone with us right now. We're going to talk to her, and we're going to find out what's going on. We're going to see if there's something happening here. Maybe it's just a misunderstanding. Shayna, you there?
Hello.
Hi, Shayna. It's Mojo and
Hi.
Shannon and Kev and Megan and everybody here, okay?
Oh, okay.
How are you? Will you say hello to Artie?
Oh, my God. Really?
Yo, what's up?
Radio?
What's up, girl? What's up, girl?
Hi. Hey. No, not all that.
What's Shayna, what's the story? It sounds to me like you guys had a love affair with each other.
First of all, I wouldn't say all that. And I'm at work right now, so I'm going to just keep it short and keep it, try to keep it cutesy. But, I mean, at the end of the day, like, it's just not there.
What was it specifically that made you go, okay, this is not happening?
It's just not there. Like we met at Fifth Avenue or whatever, and I don't know. I just feel a little like I'm just not feeling his vibe. First of all, he a little corny. Obviously, you got to call the radio to get my attention.
Right.
Like he can't take a hint for real. Like I just feel like it just wasn't there. Granted, we did like link up.
You had a good time. You had a good time. You know what I'm saying? We had the drinks flowing, cheese sticks, all that. You was with me.
I wouldn't say all of that. It was all right. And that's just what it is.
And I know some Lions players too. Like you know what I'm saying? We had a good time. Like
Artie,
the way you looked at
Artie, you can't convince her. She's got to have her own opinion.
I wouldn't say all of that. And I'm trying to tell you right now, like, seriously, like, dude, this is corny. You call the radio and all of that, and I'm at work. I don't got time to entertain it. Like, obviously, I'm not feeling you because I wasn't answering it. Like,
okay.
It's just,
listen. I'm just trying to get.
Oh my God.
I'm just trying to get you to. I'm trying to get you to understand who you was with.
You were with Artie.
You with me.
You were with Artie. All right.
I gotta go.
No. Real quick, Shayna.
Man,
Why did you give your real number to this guy? You should have given a fake number to this guy. She hung up the phone.
Oh.
She's gone. She's out.
I feel like we've never had that
How y'all on her side? Like when you with Artie, it's a party. You know that.
Artie, but you're not gonna vibe with everybody, and that's okay.
Artie,
I'm a vibing myself though. Listen, I'm a vibing myself.
I like him.
I'm like a Michigan game when they won the championship. I'm like the Lions. We strong. I'm Artie. You already know me.
Artie.
We need to make him a misfit.
Artie, would you like to be a Mojo in the Morning misfit?
Yeah, make me a misfit. Like, but wait a minute though.
Okay.
Y'all need to listen. Mojo need to find me a date. It's a girl out there for Artie. Y'all listening? Artie's at the party all day.
All right. So, how old are you, Artie?
You know what I'm saying?
How old are you?
I'm 32, and I'm doing good. You know what I mean? I got a 401k. I got a lot of, you know what I'm saying?
All right, hold on. John wants to make a comment real quick, and we're looking for girls that want to go out with Artie, the one-man party. What's going on?
It's somebody out there that want to go out with Artie.
John, what's up?
From what I hear, to check Russia or something like that with some of them mail-order brides.
Yeah.
This dude's all about his money and the stuff he got, and way too full of himself for any real woman.
Yeah, I don't know. Listen. I think that we had a love affair. It almost happened here, and it didn't happen. What's going on, Laura? Hi.
Hey, dude, not to be mean, man, but you've got to let people talk. I see why this girl ain't calling you back. You don't let her speak.
Man, whatever. Your voice is too light for me anyway.
What's going on, Ashton? What's up?
I just feel like Artie is just making his whole case worse. I feel like real G's moving silence like lasagna, and when something don't go right, they just know that there's other fish in the sea, and that something gonna work out soon. You don't trip off of one day.
Yeah.
Off of one girl.
If you saw how good she looked, bro, you understand. Aston Martin. Go ahead on, man.
It's 4 billion others just like her. Like,
yeah.
You gotta go.
I mean, I don't want no ones that's just like her that don't want to call me back. I want the ones to call me back, and I know they out here.
Exactly. She not one of them, bro. So
We're gonna find one for him. We got one sitting right across the control board for me. Her name is Meaghan.
How you doing?
The Stallion? Meaghan the Stallion?
She's right there.
fine. You know what I got, Artie? Yada, 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 yada.
I like a Meaghan. I like a Meaghan, like for real. You know what I mean? Meaghan good. What's up?
Artie's got a 401k, Megan.
I don't, so that's nice.
It's all good though.
Hold on, Artie.
Hold on. With a Dirty on the 30, Throwback Throwdown, second date update, and more of the roses. This is Mojo in the Morning.
All right. Find Artie a date. The guy needs it. He deserves it. He should be a misfit forever. Mojo in the Morning. We're going to give you a chance with our Cash for Your Class to win $500 and qualify a classroom or teacher for $5,000. It's all brought to you by Moran Automotive. We love those guys so much. Thank you to Brian for being part of this Cash for Your Class for now the 8,000th year.
I know. He loves doing it. You can stop into any of their Metro Detroit dealerships like Moran Buick GMC in Taylor, Moran Chevy in Clinton Township, or you can check out their website and do the entire process online. MoranExpress.com is the way to go.
844-665-6548, 95th caller.
Mojo in the Morning's Dirty on the 30.
All right, Shannon's going to keep you updated on what's trending in the Dirty on the 30. Shannon, hello.
It is the Swifties versus Foo Fighters fans. This is a crazy story. So Taylor Swift fans very quick to call out Foo Fighters frontman Dave Grohl after he revealed that he cheated on his wife of 21 years and fathered a baby girl outside of their marriage. Just a few short months after he shaded Taylor and her Eras tour by claiming that she doesn't perform live. So this information gets revealed by Dave himself. He comes clean on social media. And right away, Swifties were commenting stuff like Dave Grohl having his one-sided beef with Taylor and then having a child outside of his marriage. Karma is her boyfriend. Another one. So Dave Grohl attacked Taylor's artistic integrity earlier this year for no reason. And only now you're surprised that he has zero respect for women. I mean, they are just going off online. So if you see Dave Grohl trending today, by the way, that is the reason why.
It's interesting that he was able to keep this thing quiet until after the baby was born. It makes me wonder if that girl...
Baby girl said he very much wants to be an active part of her life. And Reddit is going crazy saying, and Dumois, my favorite gossip blog ever, is saying, even though he calls his wife of 21 years his muse and he's madly in love with her and he talks about her in all these interviews and has written all these songs about her, it is very well known that there has been this... There have been a lot of girls, but there's been one specific girl behind the scenes that he has been seeing for quite some time. Joe Jonas and Sophie Turner have finalized their divorce after a bitter and messy year-long battle. The couple's divorce settlement has been signed off by a judge. The terms are confidential. That should not be public information. But I do know that they worked out a child custody agreement a while ago, a division of assets and mediation. So that's all said and done. They do have 2 little girls together. Bad Bunny has joined the cast of Happy Gilmore 2. Netflix confirming that the Puerto Rican singer and rapper will star in the upcoming movie. We still don't have a release date from Netflix for this yet, but Adam Sandler, of course, will be back along with Christopher McDonald and Julie Bowen reprising their roles as Shooter McGavin and Virginia.
So good.
And Travis Kelce also going to have a cameo in Happy Gilmore 2.
Call me dumb, but does Bad Bunny act normally?
Bad Bunny.
He did really good on Saturday Night Live.
Yeah, but it's interesting.
This is going to be a star-studded cast.
Yeah, they do a ton of cameos on Happy Madison Productions.
It's so funny to look back at Happy Gilmore and to see, like, who was it, Bob Barker that was in it? And he always puts in, like, Rob Schneider in in weird spots and stuff like that.
Steve Buscemi.
Steve Buscemi's always in it, too, yeah.
And lastly, man, oh man, does this hit close to home for me. A new list from the Asthma and Allergy Foundation of America lists Detroit as the 3rd most challenging place to live with asthma in the United States. It is up 2 spots from last year. Dr. Garen Wolf is an allergist at DMC Harper University Hospital and says when it comes to Detroit, global warming, car pollution, refineries, all the refineries we have contribute to the asthma problem that we are currently experiencing. And also not helping in recent years, the inhaler shortage and a lack of good insurance coverage for inhalers. I mean, even if you have a copay, it's still hundreds of dollars for one inhaler.
How long does
I
an
usually pay
inhaler
$300.
last?
It depends. So I have a daily inhaler that I take twice a day, and then I have a rescue inhaler. And right now, I've been pounding that rescue inhaler.
It's
my
always-
asthma's been so bad.
It always seems like it's this time of the year that it gets really,
Changing
really
of
bad.
seasons is always really bad, but for whatever reason this year especially, I mean, like I've had to take at-home breathing treatments because it's been so bad.
This feels so dumb. I don't know anybody other than you guys with asthma, and I don't really ask you about it. I thought that was only like when you were exercising and working out.
There is exercise-induced asthma. There's cough-induced asthma.